प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। वेदांतार्थ विभासकाय गुरवे शांताय सन्यासिने नानावादी नगेन्द्र संघपवये योगीन्द्र वन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्त दिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधाम बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोस्तु सततम् पूर्णाय बोधात्मने ओम। ब्रह्माहं यत्प्रसादेन मयि विश्वं प्रकल्पितं श्रीमत्स्वयं प्रकाशाख्यं प्रणौमि जगतां गुरुं। यः परमात्मा जगत्सृष्ट्वा प्रविवेश पुनः स्वयं तं कृष्णं प्रत्यगात्मानं वन्दे गोपी मनोहरम्। यस्य प्रसादादहमद्वयात्मा विश्वं समस्तं मयि कल्पितं च तं सर्वलोकैकगुरुं सदाश्री स्वयं प्रकाशं गुरुमानतोऽस्मि। गुरूणां चरणां भोजं प्रणिपत्य निरन्तरं तत्कृपालेशतोऽद्वैत चिन्ताकौस्तुभमारभे। ओम। श्रुति विरोधे प्रत्यक्षादीनाम आभासत्वात्। When the Purva Pakshi presented his case by saying, since you are saying that Tatparya Vishayatvam is the Tantram, and hence Samsargatva or Vishishtatva cannot be the mechanisms which will determine the Vakyartha. Hopefully everybody is there on this. So if a question ever is asked to you, why Samsargatva and Vishishtatva does not become the mechanism to determine the meaning of that sentence? Because Tatparya Vishayatvam takes that place. We have seen what is Tatparyam. We know what is Vishayatvam. And therefore, Akhandartha is the meaning given by the sentence. Purva Pakshi now raises his doubt by saying, Akhandatvam, which according to you is the Shruti's Tatparyam, cannot be held as Shruti's Tatparyam. Tatparyam meaning Vakturicha Tatparyam, that what is intended by the speaker to be delivered through the words. You know, sometimes if a person is preoccupied, let us say he is busy, and he raises his maybe they're all at the dining table, and he just raises his glass and says, "Give me pen. Mujhe pen de do." Now, he has said that, but the listener understands that he wants what would he want? Though he has said, "Give me pen," what is the intention of the speaker here? He wants water. Pani ke jagah, he said, "Pen de do." You see? Now, a mature listener understands what he really wants. And how did he understand that he wanted water? Through the indication. You see? Through the indication. Exactly in the same way, Shruti has indicated akhandatvam. Brahma is akhanda. And that Brahma is this Atma. So what is the purpose of Mahavakyam? To show the oneness of Atma and Brahman. That Atma is Brahman, Brahman is Atma. Aham Brahma iti. Okay. Indicated. So Tattvaryam of the Shruti is in Akhandartha, in showing Brahman. And that Brahman is this Pratyagatma. Brahman can be Akhanda. This fellow, the Purva Pakshi, now has a little problem. He says, let Brahman be Akhandam. But how can Jiva be that Brahman? Why? Because it is directly known by me. I can see it so clearly, experience it so well, that I am constantly subjected to various joys and sorrows, success and failures, acceptance and rejection. I discover myself through every experience as a limited, small, sulking entity. Is not it? Don't I discover myself? Do you find yourself as limitless, partless, or you find yourself as something that is so limited by time, by space, by attributes? अरे बॉडी इतनी सी, अब बुद्धि उतनी छोटी, शक्ति हमारी इतनी कम, कैसे ये हम ब्रह्म हो सकते हैं? So he says pratyakshadi pramanas which are constantly showing naham brahma. And if the Shruti wants to say that aham is Brahma, Atma is Brahma, then there is a problem. Because the Shruti is at loggerheads with the pratyakshadi pramanas, to which now the Siddhanti says, Shruti virodhe pratyakshadinam abhasatvat. Now, Shruti's Tattvaryam is Akhandartha. Shruti has directly through the Vakyam, also we come to understand when it is said, you are that, and the meaning of that is Akhandam. Then what is it that is meant by this Vakyam? You are Akhandam. Tvam tatasi. You are that. So Tattvamasi Mahavakya is definitely showing you that. This fact. So now the Siddhanti says, if there is a situation like this, where that what is established through the Shruti, then if is not acceptable to the other pramanas, in this case, the other pramanas will become only an abhas of the pramanatva. of their pramanatva. Pratyakshadinam abhasatvat. Abhasa means they may appear as pramanas, but presently what is the case? They are simply an appearance of the pramanas, which means they have lost the status of reporting a fact. So which all pramanas are we talking about? Yesterday, we have taken account of all that. Pratyaksha, the direct perception, etc. Pratyaksha, Anuman, Upaman, Anupalabdhi. 4. Then we have Arthapatti. And the last is Shabda Pramanam. So we are dealing with Shabda Pramanam presently, because other than the Shabda Pramanam, no other Pramana has the access to Dharma and Brahma. And that Shabda Pramana also has to be the Vedavakyam. Oh, Swamiji, this is too much. Veda has got monopoly over Brahman or what? Over reality, over the truth. And I'm going to say yes. Oh, you are so close-minded. What's being close-minded? When you say that Chakshu is a pramanam, the visual faculty is a means of knowledge by which the knowledge of colors and forms is gained, and no other faculty ever has access to colors and forms other than the visual faculty, do you have problem? Do you have any problem? Do you say that this person is close-minded? People see also through the Shravanendriya. Colors and forms are perceived through the Shravanendriya, is it? Pramanam means this. The very first lakshana of the pramana is that it is going to show you something that is anadhigata, something which is unknown and something which is inaccessible through any other pramana. So over here, Shruti, the Shabda Pramana is going to show you what is Brahman. Say, suppose your eyes see a red rose. Okay? Your eyes are seeing a red rose. And then let us say some super authority, like some Chaturmukha Brahma descends down in front of you. And this Chaturmukha Brahma says, hey, mood balak, this is not red rose. It is a yellow rose. What are you going to say even to Chaturmukha Brahma over here? You will be impressed because, this celestial Chaturmukha Brahma has descended down, Prajapati. You will say, hey, Bhagavan, आपको नमस्कार है, आप वापिस ब्रह्मलोक जाइए. आपके यहाँ पे लाल को पीला कहते होंगे, लेकिन हमारे यहाँ पे यही लाल है. You will reject any authority, is not it? No matter how strong that authority is. Even somebody like Chaturmukha Brahma also, he will say, jaiye, aapke yahan pe, this can be called as yellow rose, but in our Martya Loka, in our mortal world, we call this as a red rose. Will you have a problem sending this Brahma back? Will you have a problem? Oh, I have rejected his authority. Now, this can be a yellow rose. Will you say that? No. Because that what is coming to you through the pramanam cannot be refuted through even that, any other faculty. So you can hear him say it is a yellow rose. Hey, mood balak, ye pila phool hai. कोई बात नहीं भगवान, हाँ, हम इसको लाली कहेंगे. You see? Now that a fact which is reported to you through pramanam cannot be rejected by anyone. So also over here, with regard to what is Brahma and what is Dharma, Veda is the Pramanam, and therefore as the Veda is going to show you what that Brahman is, every other Pramana will fall what? Lame. If your Pramanam, so Veda Pramanam, the Shruti Vakyam, Tattvamasi is showing you Atma is Brahman, then Pratyaksha Pramana comes and says, no, Atma is not Brahman. What will you say? Hey Pratyaksha Pramana, तुम प्रमाण हो, लेकिन ब्रह्म के विषय में तुम प्रमाण नहीं बन सकते हो, है ना? तुम लाल पीले नीले हरे शब्द स्पर्श रूप रस गंध इनके लिए तो प्रमाण बन सकते हो, किंतु ब्रह्म विषयक तुम प्रमाण नहीं हो सकते। अतः हमको माफ करना, क्षमा करना, अपनी जगह जाकर के बैठो। Don't unnecessarily meddle over here, because you do not hold a status of being a pramana with this, in this regard. Would you not say that? And that's what he is saying. Shruti virodhe pratyakshadinam abhasatvat. You have inference. So people are saying, no, you have to prove Brahman through scientific methods. So you have to bring him either under a microscope, or we should be able to see him through a telescope, or through inference some way of the other. Are bhai, those pramanas are not able, they do not have access to Brahman. If you are going to insist that the Rupa Ranga, the colors and forms, should be perceived through my smell, my olfactory faculty, how? When it comes to your knowledge or experience of colors and forms, you naturally will have to employ only the chakshurindriya, the visual faculty. You see, over there you do not have any problem, but when it comes to Brahman, now you are going to say, nahi, humko to pratyaksha dikha do, humko to usse dikha do, humko to isse dikha. Are bhai, kaise hoga? जो जिस प्रमाण का विषय है वहां पे वही प्रमाण कार्य कर सकता है, अन्य प्रमाण को वहां गति नहीं हो सकती. No other pramanas will have access. And therefore pratyakshadinam abhasatvat. Yet, sir, it is everybody's experience that Atma is not Brahman, that I am a man, I am a woman, I am good, I am bad, I am punyavan, I am papi, I am pure. Punyavan papi means I am virtuous, I am sinful. So everybody over, I'm a CEO of the company, I'm the prime minister of a country, I'm the most powerful man in the world, I'm the most beautiful man in the world, I'm the most charitable man in the world. यहाँ पे होड़ लगी है. But in this, what are you finally saying? Are you not saying that I am not Brahman? What are you claiming? You are simply claiming that I am a small little individual. No matter how you want that individual to look big, but that big is never big enough. Because somewhere or the other, you are going to discover how shoddy and short you are. Therefore, now furthermore, he gives you 3 reasons. Yogya upalabdhehe asambhavena ek jivanishth ishvara bhedasya pratyaksha yogyatvat. 2. Manasaha anindriyatvena tathatva. Tathatva, what is that tathatva? Itara pramananam abhasatvam is tathatvam. Huh? I hope people are taking notes here. So we have seen up to this point. And next sentence also actually we have done, but this recapitulation is, to me, is important because it is important. Because why? Because it is important. Because unless and until it is iterated, reiterated, things do not really get registered. Okay, now. Jivadhikarana Ishvara Bhedasya Sakshibhasyataya Pratitikatvena Tad Vishaya Pratyakshasya Shrutya Badha Sambhavat. Like something that is, you say now, well, sir, we have already dealt with his doubt that something is experienced, felt by me, you know. Felt, sab theek hai. No, but then I feel I am not Brahman. Then change the feeling. You know feelings change, don't you? And then this fellow comes to say, but it is that Atma is not Brahman, may not be established through the, these Jnanendriyas, but it is something that I know, I experience through my mind. Now we are going to ask you a question. What pramanam is this mind? Oh, mind is also pratyaksha pramanam, na? For the faculty to be a pramanam, first of all, it should have its exclusive field of illumination. True? Understanding or not? It should have its exclusive field of illumination. Wahi aur usi ko hi prakashit kare. Jaise, again, back to Chakshurindriya. The Chakshurindriya can be very, very sharp, but will it be ever able to illumine the field of smells? क्या तुम ये कह सकते हो कि because something is looking red, it must be sweet? Or because something is looking white, it must be cold? कह सकते हो? नहीं, नहीं हो सकता ये. सो चक्षुर इंद्रिय को अपना एक विषय है. जिस विषय को चक्षुर इंद्रिय प्रकाशित करता है, उस विषय से अन्य भिन्न विषय प्रकाशित नहीं करता. Correct? Got that? I hope you people are, I'm making sense to you people. Otherwise, सुबह उठ के ये स्वामी जी को कोई काम नहीं है ऐसे बोलते हैं, हो जाएगा. That mind, but I feel through mind I'm not Brahman. I feel I'm a jiva, a little person, After all, I'm a human being, na? How can I be Brahman? समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, बात अलग है. But when you are going to make this as your conclusion, we have a problem. You can say, I can't understand how Atma is Brahman. Acceptable. So now at least you are open to this discussion. But the moment you have said, Atma is not Brahman at all. My conclusion is this: you have closed every door because you have come to a conclusion. Conclusion means certainty, finality. And fact is not given to anybody as someone's opinion. There is gravitational force. ये न्यूटन का ओपिनियन है, हमारा नहीं। कहते हो क्या? मूर्खता की बातें करते हो। हमारा ओपिनियन नहीं है, देयर इज ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स ही नहीं है, तो जाओ 20वें मंजिल से कूदो। कहते हो क्या? Swami, you don't be violent early in the morning. Okay. So, Manasa. So we are going to ask you a question. What field this mind has to illumine? You tell it's Vishaya, which is an exclusive Vishaya. Only then the mind can be called as an Indriya, and then it will gain a status of being a Pramana. मन को तो प्रमाण होने का स्टेटस ही नहीं है, तो तुम कहां से ये बोल रहे हो कि ये हाउ यू नो वी फील एंड दैट्स व्हाई द माइंड इज टेलिंग अस दैट आई एम नॉट ब्रह्मन। अरे भाई, ये कौन सा प्रमाण है तुम्हारा मन? ये भाई इंद्रिय ही नहीं है, और इंद्रिय नहीं है मतलब उसको अपना एक विषय नहीं है। भले ही मन के द्वारा पांचों विषय प्रकाशित हो, लेकिन अपना विषय क्या है? तो माइंड इज एन इंस्ट्रूमेंट, इट इज अ करणम, दैट्स व्हाई वी कॉल इट अंतःकरणम। इज नॉट इट इज करणम, मीन्स इट इज अ टूल एंड इक्विपमेंट। है तो सही, परंतु हमें ये बताओ कि इस औजार के द्वारा, थ्रू दिस करण, इस करण के द्वारा कौन सा ऐसा एक विषय जो केवल उसी का विषय होता है वो प्रकाशित हो? नहीं, सामान्य करण है वो। चक्षु के पीछे भी खड़ा होगा, श्रवणेन्द्रिय के पीछे खड़ा होगा, तुम्हारे त्वगिंद्रिय के पीछे खड़ा होगा, तुम्हारे क्या कहते हैं, अब कौन सा बच गया, रसनेन्द्रिय के पीछे खड़ा होगा, स्पर्शेंद्रिय के पीछे खड़ा। सामान्य करण है, परंतु इंद्रिय नहीं है, विशेष करण नहीं है। और चूंकि वह विशेष करण नहीं है, इसीलिए वह इंद्रिय नहीं, अतः प्रमाण भी नहीं। तो तुम्हें ये जो लग रहा है, आई एम फीलिंग इट थ्रू माई माइंड, आई एम नॉट ब्रह्मन, ये तुम्हारा जो तुम मन का प्रामाण्य लेकर के आए हो, अब हुआ क्या? तथात्व, मतलब प्रमाण आभासत्व मिल गया। दोनों पंक्तियां लग रही है कि नहीं, कि चक्कर ही काट रहे हैं शब्दों में?
हो रहा है स्वामी जी।
हाँ जी, धन्यवाद। किसी को तो हो रहा है। No, Swamiji, don't scold, please, sing a lullaby for us. If I was to sing even a romantic song, some other song also, lullaby, that child will never sleep, nobody. It will get scared, won't sleep for 1 week. अब क्या हुआ? अच्छा, now, सो इन सब का क्या हो गया? तथात्व। तथात्व मतलब, तथात्व मतलब प्रमाण आभासत्व।
आभासत्व।
वेरी गुड। अब आगे चलो। जीवाधिकरण ईश्वर भेदस्य साक्षी भाष्यतया प्रातीतिकत्वेन। नाउ बट दिस इज एन एक्सपीरियंस। अभी तो मैं अनुभव कर ही रहा हूं कि मैं जीव हूं, मतलब मैं ब्रह्म नहीं हूं। ब्रह्मत्व का अभाव, ईश्वरत्व का अभाव मुझ में दिखता है। तो कहां दिख रहा, वेयर इज इट सीन? आई एम स्विचिंग बिटवीन लैंग्वेजेस, आई डोंट नो वो क्या हो रहा है. जीवाधिकरण ईश्वर भेदस्य, where, what is the location where this abhava, ishvaratvasya bheda, abhava is seen? So he's saying jiva is, I am feeling in myself. So jiva becomes the location, adhikaranam, where there is ishvara bheda. Got it? Jivadhikarana ishvara bheda. Like ghate patatva bhavaha. घड़े में पटत्व का अभाव है, घड़े में कपड़े पने का अभाव है. ठीक है ना? कोई गलत बात कही हमने? क्या घड़ा कपड़ा है क्या? कपड़े में कपड़ा पना होता है कि नहीं? घड़े में घड़े पना होता है. वेर इज घटत्वम? इन घटा. Where is patatvam? In pata. So where do you find absence of patatvam, absence of clothness? In the pot, in the ghata. So what is the location for that bheda, patatva bheda, pata bheda? What is the location? Ghata. Similarly, Jivadhikarana Ishvara Bhedasya. So what is the location? Jiva. In this Jiva, whose Bheda do you see? Ishvaras. Ishvara Bheda. And this Bheda, he says, is not it experienced? Yes, sir, it is experienced. And if it is experienced, now this experience is not generated or illumined by Indriyas, etc., but it is simply there and it is illumined by the Sakshi. Okay? Sakshi bhasyataya, like the hunger and thirst. Yesterday I explained this thing to you, but over again. स्वामी आप बड़े बोर करते हो, ये एक ही बात बार बार कहते हो, हम क्या करें? जब तक कि मेरी तसल्ली नहीं होगी कि आई हैव डिलीवर्ड द गुड्स, तब तक के मैं यही करूंगा, वेदर वी मूव फॉरवर्ड फ्रॉम दैट पेज और नॉट. Everybody has his own policy of functioning. This is how I do. So what happens over here, now understand, there is hunger and thirst. Other things are also there, but let us think about hunger. Because Ubhaya Paksha Sammatam is a Drishtanta. Drishtanta meaning an example. Something will serve as an example if it is acceptable to both the parties, the speaker, the listener. And over here, Siddhanti and the Purva Pakshi. Only then something can become an example, otherwise it won't. Ubhaya Paksha Sammatam is Drishtanta. Hunger. Question is, this hunger which you are experiencing, is it experienced through Chakshurindriya, Shravanendriya, Tvagindriya, Ghanendriya or Rasanendriya? Which Indriya is telling you, showing you hunger? Hanji, which Indriya? So no Indriya over here. Hunger is an experience that is not illumined or generated by any Indriya. Correct? But can you deny, since it is not generated by any Indriya, there is no hunger? You still see. Yeah? Experience to ho raha. And now question comes, what is it that is illumining this hunger? Definitely it is not Chakshur Indriya, etc. The Indriyas are not illumining hunger. Then what is it that is illumining hunger and presenting you as a fact? So over here we say such things are sakshi bhasya. Not indriya bhasya or pratyaksha indriya bhasya, but they are sakshi bhasya. That what is sakshi bhasya is also pratyaksha, immediate. I am hungry, immediate or not? Or is it inference? Oh, my skin is drying, that's why I must be hungry. मुझे चक्कर आ रही है इसीलिए I must be hungry. Do you have inference to know hunger, or is it directly known I am hungry? Directly known. So not inference, etc. If it is pratyaksha, that's why. And if this pratyaksha is not indriya pratyaksha, then what kind of pratyaksha is it? What kind of pratyaksha is it? So we say it is sakshi pratyaksha. What is the technical word? It is sakshi pratyaksha. Sakshi pratyaksha. Sakshi pratyaksha means illumined by this witnessing consciousness, directly by Atma. बीच में कोई नहीं है. सारी दुनिया तो आत्मा से ही प्रकाशित है. सूर्य चंद्र तारा सब कुछ आत्मा के प्रकाश से प्रकाशित है. किंतु बीच में ना ये फिल्टर्स लगे हुए हैं इंद्रियों के, अंतःकरण के, एक्सेट्रा. वैसे यहां पे नहीं, यहां पे सीधा साक्षी प्रकाशित कर रहा है. साक्षी के प्रकाश से ये प्रकाशित होते हैं. अब क्या हुआ भाई, क्या समस्या क्या है? समस्या ये है, द प्रॉब्लम ओवर हियर इज नाउ दिस फेलो, व्हिच फेलो? पूर्व पक्षी. ही सेज it may not be indriya pratyaksha, but this bheda is sakshi pratyaksha. So that's why it's my direct experience, and hence it is sakshi bhasya. It is sakshi pratyaksha. Got it? Are you getting a grip over what is happening? Sakshi pratyaksha. Now we are going to say, let it be sakshi pratyaksha. Let this experience ki naham brahma be your sakshi pratyaksha. हाँ, साक्षी प्रत्यक्ष है तो सत्य ही है ना. तो हम कहेंगे कि नहीं, केवल साक्षी भाष्य होने से वस्तु की सत्यता स्थापित नहीं होती. Just because something is sakshi bhasya, illuminated by the witnessing consciousness, is not sufficient enough to prove that it is a fact. देखो कहां कैसे विचार करते हैं सुंदर. है नहीं तो अभी तक के तुम तो पुस्तक बंद करके चले जाते हैं. जी नहीं, हम तो ब्राह्मण है, हम तो ऐसे ही है, रोने वाले हैं, हम रोते ही रहेंगे. हे ईश्वर कब आओगे? And now this fellow feels that this is his. बहुत बड़ा छलांग लगाया. Have you ever noticed? It's funny that 99% of us, or even more, have turned God only into our agony auntie. है ना? ये न के न प्रकारेण तुम ईश्वर को के पास जाते हो, वो अच्छा ही है. तो रोने के वजह से जाओ, सुख से जाओ, काम से जाओ, क्रोध से जाओ, कैसे भी जाओ, जाओ तुम ईश्वर के पास जाओ. दैट्स मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. This is the reason why even people like Ravana, etc., why were they liberated? ईश्वर के पास, भले क्रोध से, शत्रुता से, किसी भी भावना से, भाई ईश्वर के पास तो गए। तो क्या होगा? There are a lot of there is a lot of meandering, otherwise वो विषय बदल जाएगा। साक्ष्य भाष्य होने से वस्तु की सत्यता स्थापित नहीं हो रही, ये हमने कहा। क्यों? क्योंकि हम पूछते हैं तुम्हारा स्वप्न, स्वाप्निक पदार्थ किससे प्रकाशित होता है? What light is there that illumines the dream and dream objects? What is it that illumines the dream? Is it not illumined by the Sakshi directly then? It is illumined by the Sakshi. Just because it is illumined by the Sakshi, do you wake up to say that what I have seen in the dream is therefore real? No. You wake up only to say that what I had seen and what I have experienced was only an appearance. True or not, no matter how pleasant that dream may be, or no matter how horrific that dream may have been, but you wake up only to say it is false. So your waking up now falsifies the dream. Similarly, even if something is illumined by the Sakshi, and if it gets falsified, it is not a fact. So also your claim that this Ishvara Bheda which is there in the Jiva, Jivadhikarana Ishvara Bhedasya Sakshibhasyataya, it is Sakshibhasya, and therefore it has to be fact. We are going to say that because Shrutya Badha Sambhavat, because it is possible that the Shruti falsifies this claim, falsifies this experience. Naham Brahma. This experience is falsified by the Shruti. It can be your experience. Just because it is your experience also does not mean it is a fact. Otherwise, you are experiencing the snake on the rope. Just because you have experienced, does it give the status of reality to that snake? No. रहने दो, तो क्या हुआ? Badha Sambhavat, is it possible that it gets falsified through the pramanas or not? If it gets falsified through the pramanas, even if it is illumined by the Sakshi, it is false. Pratitikam. It will only get the status of being pratitikam. It is experience but not real. Now you see, so therefore it is not even Indriya Pratyaksha. Mind, you say Manasa Pratyaksha. अरे मन तो इंद्रिय है ही नहीं, तो प्रत्यक्ष मन से होगा नहीं. तीसरी बात, तुम कहो कि ये साक्षी प्रत्यक्ष है इसीलिए सत्य है, तो हम कहेंगे साक्षी प्रत्यक्ष होने पर भी वह श्रुति के द्वारा बाधित होता है, इसीलिए वह सत्य नहीं है. बात खत्म हो गई. Now further, next sentence. भेद प्रत्यक्षस्य अज्ञानोपाधि तंत्रत्वेन स्वाभाविक अखंडार्थस्य महावाक्यस्य tena samam viruddhatvena tannivartakataya bheda pratyakshasya bhrantitvat. Chalo, aajao. Now what was said earlier has been elaborated, in fact, with more clarity. Bheda pratyakshasya ajnanopadhi tantratvena. This bheda, naham brahma. So now that Ishvara bheda is seen. Where? Okay, now this word bheda also, now so far I just for your convenience had explained it in one way. But understand, though it is like abhava, but it is by itself bheda. The Nayayikas would accept it. Like when you are going to say, there is absence of buffalo-ness in the cow. Does the cow have mahishatva? No. And the mahisha has absence of cowness. Correct? So there is this abhava. One is the abhava. And the cow therefore has mahisha bheda. Mahisha has got go bheda. So bheda is one thing, abhava is yet another thing. It is similar but not same. Now this is something that, catch it up and keep it in mind. So Ishvara bheda, where is it? In jiva. And this is pratyaksha because it is your direct experience. So bheda pratyakshasya. Which bheda are we talking? Ishvara bheda. Ishvara bheda pratyakshasya. Why is it seen? How? He says, ajnanopadhi tantratvena. Due to the condition, it is generated because of a condition, and that condition is ignorance. Upadhi tantratvena. Why is that light on the floor appearing red? Why is the sunlight appearing red? Because there is the condition of red glass on the window. Got it? Why? The reason for it to appear red is a condition. And that condition is the red glass through which the light comes. Similarly, this bheda which is seen, which bheda? Ishvara bheda, where in jiva, is seen because of ignorance. The condition is ignorance. So what controls the light to appear as red? The condition. Tantra is, what is it? What is that determining or controlling factor? The glass, red glass on the window. Similarly over here, this Ishvara bheda, which is pratyaksha to you, me, him, everybody says, no, bhai, hum to Ishwar nahi hai. Like the cow says, main to Mahesh nahi hu. Ishwar bheda is there, which is claimed by you. That bheda is because of the condition generated by the condition called as ignorance. And so, ajnanopadhi tantratvena. Swabhavika khandarthasya mahavakyasya. Now that which is swabhavika, that Atma is Purna Vastu Akhandam, that is Swabhavika Khandarthasya Mahavakyasya. This Artha is shown by the Mahavakya, and this ignorance is destroyed, contradicted by this Mahavakya, and this Mahavakya removes this ignorance, tannivartakataya. Bheda pratyakshasya. Now this bheda which is directly experienced by you has gained the status of a bhranti, error. Got it? Why are you saying that to cognize the rope as snake is an error? Why are you saying to cognize the rope as snake is an error? Because essentially, by nature, rope is not a snake. True or not? Rope is not a snake. So what is swabhavikam over there? Rajjutva in Rajju. Over there, you are seeing absence of Rajjutva. So Rajju Bheda you are seeing in the snake. Is there Rajju Bhed over there? No. It is actually Rajju. Rajju में Rajju Bhed नहीं हो सकता है. रज्जु इतर वस्तु में रज्जु भेद हो सकता है. गो इतर पशु में गो भेद हो सकता है. गो में गो भेद नहीं हो सकता. तो स्वाभाविक क्या है? What is natural? Aham Brahma iti. And that what we are living is therefore strenuous, because that what is unnatural that we are living. तो भाई क्यों नहीं होगा टेंशन? क्योंकि तुम अपने स्वभाव से दूर हो. You know, this English language also has got a very interesting word. What is it? What do they say? Eccentric. The word is eccentric. When you say this person is little eccentric, what do you mean? What do you mean, eccentric? He's not. Huh? Beg your pardon?
He's not centralized, not balanced, out of the balance.
Madman.
थोड़ा सा पागल है. Which means he is out of center. He is not centered. And when one is not centered, it is what? Being unnatural. So चूंकि ये अहम जीव ये स्वाभाविक नहीं है, but is it not natural? Not natural. स्वाभाविक तो यही है कि मैं ब्रह्म हूं. जिस अस्वाभाविक वस्तु को तुमने स्वीकार किया है और स्वाभाविक कहते हो, उसी के वजह से अब दुख झेलना पड़ता है. लो झेलो, और क्या होगा? आई बात समझ में? चलो ये अन्यथा है, किंतु महावाक्यस्य तेन समं विरुद्धत्वेन तन्निवर्तकतया भेद प्रत्यक्षस्य भ्रांतित्वात्. That's why though this is directly experienced, yet this pratyaksha bheda, Ishvara bheda in jivadhikarana is what? Bhranti. Is what? Bhranti. Bhranti meaning error. It is a bhranti. Now, this fellow has again raised yet another doubt, saying that it is not bhranti, jiva ishvara bheda, that in ishvara, in the jiva, ishvara bheda is there. And you are saying Shruti is opposed to this Bheda. Then now he is going to present you a Shruti in which the Shrutis apparently seems to be admitting this Ishvara Bheda in the Jiva. Okay. Now he has brought up that Shruti and how we are going to deal with it. We, in the sense, the Siddhanti, and how this fellow also presents his Paksha is interesting, but we will see that when we meet next. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om 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 Mahadeva Mahadeva. Thank you all. Thank you very much. We will meet tomorrow, which is the last, tomorrow is the last Saturday, right? So tomorrow, huh?